Hey there, Pokefans, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal climb using a team that we built from scratch. And this may or may not be the team that we'll be taking to the Portland Regional in January. My fingers are crossed, and I'm hoping to make it to day 2, and we are currently learning a lot of things with the team. In our personal Discord, or at least the friend group for PokePals, we are currently going through stages of which the team is being tested on by everyone in the group. So there's that, and I do share this information on the search Discord as a I do apologize, I'm absent-minded. I'm probably going to be absent-minded throughout the entire video, but it is going to be a rental code in there so you guys can grab it and use it whenever you'd like. And then if you guys want to, you can let me know how it works or what you would change, whatever you guys are thinking of. And by that means, we're going to go ahead and get into our first 5 matches of today. And I just want to thank you guys for watching ahead of time. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe if you're brand new, and leave a comment down below. For now, let's get into it. Okay, so we've got Chi-Yu, Iron Hands, Mimikyu, the one I was going to use, Iron Bundle, Gallade, and Talonflame. All right, this is a very odd looking team. I don't think it's necessarily Trick Room, but a Ghost counter for most other types and possibly Fairy counter that isn't Fluttering. Still does a decent amount. Doesn't really require an item to really survive the first hit, so it's not like a one hitter. So that's really, really dope. We're gonna walk in with Golden Go, Tornadus, Urshifu. I kind of want to walk in with Chien Pao, but I think he's gonna be... No, we'll walk in with Ogerpon. We'll walk in with these 4. Because in the event that something bad would happen, we have ways to counter, go in and out. And the only one I realistically have to worry about is maybe Mimikyu. Can't read any of that, but Gallade and Talonflame. So, do I get Quick Guard, or does he just flat out do the thing? I'm not sure. I don't think it's really going to matter, because I'm going to Tailwind and then Surging Strikes into the Talonflame. He's going to get, he will get Brave Bird off if he goes that route. Most Talonflames use Gale Wings, so Lion types get a priority until it gets hit. So it's what I'm hoping for. But we'll see. He could go for a Quick Guard and like, oh, well, you're just gonna like Leak Wind, but you can probably guess that I'm gonna just do Tailwind instead, because I do like to be faster. The Terra first goes to the Talonflame. Goes flying. Terra, flying, Brave Bird. It probably will kill. Yes. Will kill Urshifu with Air Slash, obviously. I'm very surprised that he got the plus, but it is Gale Wings, so obviously he's going to get the plus. Okay, Sacred Sword into that slot. Doesn't do a whole lot to my Pokemon, but now I'm kind of in a rough spot. I think the better play would have been to Protect. And I thought about it, or maybe even Terra, but I don't think he would have survived very long, to be honest with you. Leak Wind to Terra Fire into Talonflame. Swap out to bring out Chi-Yu. Good call. And Terra into Fire, because I'm still weak against flying at this point, and I'm gonna get rid of the weakness. The Terra flying tail or Air Slash is a pretty good idea. Now I'm gonna get a +1. They're gonna Air Slash probably into Ogerpon. Nope. Tornadus, not a bad call. I'm surprised he... No, it is priority. Never mind. was gonna say, I'm very surprised that he's still getting to hit, but he's got the sash? Okay. Okay, all right. Protect on the Golden Go, Stomping Tantrum on the Chi-Yu. Probably gonna swap out to do Gallade. Talonflame is pretty much dead on the water, but his Gale Wings is no longer active, and I have Tailwind. Gale Wings does so much for people, offensively or not, and when you've got no recoil for moves, and no one procs his Gale Wings, it's phenomenal. It's a really good idea. Should look into that myself. Protect here so I don't get hit with anything. Stomping Tantrum into this Chi-Yu though. Boop. That's a one hit. Focus Sash was on Talonflame, so obviously there he goes for the Tailwind. Okay. Summon the Gourmet. Brings out Iron Hands. We'll go ahead with the Nasty Plot. And Spiky Shield. Fake Out. Yep, goes right into the Fake Out's Spiky Shield slot. It's going to do a little bit of damage to him. I'm kind of worried about Talonflame. There's Overheat. Goes right into the Golden Go. Does not get to KO. Beep, 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 beep. And my Tailwind's gone. I don't think that really matters at this point. Because now I'm going to Ivy Cudgel the Talonflame to knock it out. So the Golden Go doesn't really have anything to worry about next turn. I mean, Gallade is still in the back and he probably knows Psycho Cut. Overheat goes into that protected slot. Now I'm gonna get the next attack. Ivy Cudgel. Right into that Talonflame. Now I don't have to worry about like him doing damage to the Golden Go anymore. Spring Punch over to Ogre Punch does half. That's not a bad amount. It's definitely like a 2-hit KO type of deal. Golden Go gets a little bit. He does have a +2 to his special attack slot now. But he still has Tailwind for I think another 2 turns. 1 turn. So yeah, let's give it a shot. Shadow Ball into the Gallade, because he probably outspeeds Golden Go underneath Tailwind. I'm not going to go for the double, because I don't think it's going to really make a difference here. Psycho Cut does go into the Spiky Shield. That's interesting. You should have went after the Golden Go. Wild Charge goes right into that slot. Does knock out the oh, that's probably why you didn't. But you didn't get any damage from Psycho Cut. That's really weird. Now it would have been really, really helpful here to have what I'm trying to think of. It would have been great to have Horn Leech, but I took it out for Woodhammer just to kind of see what damage I could put out. And against this bunch, there's no way to win. But we can calc to see how much Iron Hands would live this attack. It's no longer a stab, but I am +1. That's a fairly decent amount, and the recoil is 33%, so You have citrus berry. Oh, funny. That's a bulky Iron Hands to be able to withstand that much and recover by the citrus berry. Still, not a bad match overall. It was a weird assortment of Pokemon, but they work really, really well. I'm quite impressed. Okay, so this is more of a traditional team that we're used to seeing. Like Rillaboom, Urshifu, Chien-Pao, Hisuian Arcanine, Fluttermane, and Tornadus. So what do we do with this bunch here? Well, from our calcs, we know that Chien-Pao could knock out Rillaboom really easily with the Life Orb setup. I don't know what the defenses are for Rillaboom. I can only assume that most of them do the Assault Vest build, but those who do like Grass Plate or I think Miracle Seed, I'm not sure. If they do an offensive one, I'll be able to KO, but if they do a defensive one, it's a little bit harder to knock out for sure. So in this matchup, we'll go Tornadus, Ogerpon, kind of like we did last time, but we'll bring in Chien-Pao and Urshifu instead of Golden Go. We're going to leave Fluttermane in the back because I don't know if they're going to be useful this game. And we're also going to leave Golden Go because I'm afraid of both Urshifu and Arcanine. Because if I bring in my Golden Go and I use the Terror on him, he's open up for Chien-Pao and Fluttermane and not necessarily for like anything else. We do have to worry about fake out pressure, so whatever happens, happens. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. If we're going to see a Rillaboom, we're going to have to swap out so that we don't lose our attacker. Or maybe protect for the first turn. That would also be extremely helpful. Can't read those. Hisuian Arcanine versus Rillaboom. So we got part of one. Arcanine, though, is going to be a little bit of an issue. Only because of the fact of, you know, well, Rock Slide. We're going to try to do a little bit more damage as we possibly can. You know, let's go ahead and do something a little bit different. We're going to swap to Urshifu, and I'm going to Ivy Cudgel. Actually, no, we're going to Stomping Tantrum Arcanine. If they don't swap out, even with the -1, it should get pretty close to a KO. Now, I do open myself up a lot. Oh, yeah, fake out. Never mind. Never mind. I don't get to move this turn. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ogerpon's weak against rocks. Wow. That was a dumb decision on my part, but that's okay. We'll do the best that we can with what we got. So, Chien-Pao will now come out next. We're going to change... I kind of want to change Chien-Pao's Terra, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference. We'll hit there, and we will hit there. Kind of put both of them on a little bit on blast, if it were. Now, I could swap out to be something different, but I did preserve Tailwind. So if Tornadus is in the back, or Fluttermane or anything like that, I'm able to outspeed, which isn't going to be that big of a deal. I do have some priority, just not a lot. So we'll see what this Rillaboom's packing. Whisper the Arcanine, which is a good call. And we'll bring out, if it's Chien-Pao, it's a... Nope, it's Tornadus. Oof. Grassy Glass. Oh, into the Urshifu is going to knock it out. That's unfortunate. Here comes the Ice Spinner. It's going to take out the Grassy Surge and knocks out the Rillaboom. You could tell almost by that it was going to be, it's more, yeah, probably more offensive than defensive, and that's how you can kind of tell. Now, that Tornadus is in a little bit of a rough spot, but now here comes Arcanine. Yep. With the Intimidate, dropping everyone's offense by 1 stage. But I think Chien-Pao's ability still makes it worthy to be KO'd. So we're going to Sacred Sword into that slot because I need it to get off the field. I don't know if it's going to be able to KO consistently, but I'm going to Tailwind so that I become faster, and he's probably going to do that as well. Nope, Sacred Sword into the Arcanine, just barely hangs on. Is that because of Sash? It is not. It is just because of the fact he could. That is a Choice Banded Arcanine. I know that because that was too much damage to both. There was way too much damage to both. Usually that holds up pretty well. Still, not a good matchup. That kind of shows me the power of a stab boosted Arcanine with a Rock Slide, as it is, you know, rock. So maybe using Choice Band on that Pokemon would have been a lot better than using Choice Band on, I don't know, Urshifu or maybe even Garchomp. Something to think about. Okay, so we've got Water, Ogerpon, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Landorus, Sinistcha, and Golden Go. Everyone's I'm kind of digging the double ghost just in case if you needed to swap in. Sinistcha is kind of like the clutch Pokemon, or at least the anti-checkmate Pokemon, because you can do a lot of stuff with that set. The thing I have to worry about here is Landorus and Rillaboom being able to fake out people, but I also need to be able to apply pressure as well. Let's walk in with Chien-Pao, Tornadus. I'm not really wanting to walk in with Ogerpon. No, I do, but it's not Urshifu. I don't, because if it's Rillaboom again, he's not going to be able to do really well. Well, actually, I do have Wood Hammer, so it's not Horns, it's Wood Hammer. We're going to walk in with Urshifu and Fluttermane instead. We're going to walk in with those two because I don't really have another counter to a lot of their Pokemon outside of them, which is unfortunate for me because you would think that I would be able to kind of withstand a couple of moves that they're going to be doing, but if I can't, it's going to be a little hard to imagine how everything's going to turn out. So we do have Landorus and Rillaboom to start off, while Tornadus and Chien-Pao starts me off. So -1 in attack, but I drop everyone's defenses, but we're going to have a fake out here pretty quickly. But I do have to worry about Landorus's thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started off with the Bleak Wind Storm just so that I don't stop. And I'm going to protect on Chien-Pao. That way I don't get instantly knocked out by the Rock Slide that might come out of that Landorus, but we'll see. Fake out goes right into the Chien-Pao. Okay. It's something that we predicted because he can't, like, he could do it. Oh, the Rock Slide. Yep. Wait, you outspeed me? You're Scarfed. That's interesting. So there's that. Crit on the Rillaboom. Not so much on the Landorus. But now, since I know that he's Scarfed, I have to do a Tailwind. And I'm going to Sucker Punch the Rillaboom. No switch in, so it's totally fine. Sucker Punch, Rillaboom. We're taking him out because I could possibly live a Rock Slide from the Landorus. It's quite possible, but we'll see. Rock Slide. We do. Okay. He is Scarfed, so he can't do anything else besides Rock Slide. And Chien-Pao will gain a little bit of HP due to that Grassy Surge. Urshifu will now come out. And they sent out their own Urshifu. And it's 2 Rapid Strikes. Let's go. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and do Swords Dance. Terra. And I'm going to hit the Landorus with Ice Spinner because it's probably going to swap out here. It would make more sense. I do outspeed it currently. So the swap in would be the most appreciated thing. So I'm going to attack that slot. And I'm hoping that they go right into Urshifu with like the Surging Strikes. I'm hoping. But if it's like close combat, it should not knock out Chien-Pao. I mean, regardless, Chien-Pao goes down, but... Oh, Aqua Jet just barely survives. No switching for the Landorus, so they're going to lose that Pokemon, and next turn, I'm going to start doing my onslaughts. With the +2 attack Urshifu. But I will also go down because Life Orb. +2. So now I'm bringing out my last Pokemon. They have one more, I think. I think it might be 2v3. Oof. Ogerpon? Oof. Yeah, it's 2v2. Okay. So close combat. Yeah, close combat to Ogerpon. And Dazzling Gleam. Yes. So there goes their Terra. It's gonna go straight to the Urshifu. Ogerpon, okay. You got rid of your water absorb? Okay, so you get a +1 in special defense, I think? You do. Okay. Dazzling Gleam. Down goes the Urshifu. And here comes the close combat from my Urshifu. At a +2, you are not looking too heavy. You might have been able to survive a little bit more if you would have Terra'd your Urshifu and not necessarily your Ogerpon. But I also expected you to do like follow me, and I was very surprised you didn't. Still, not a bad match all the way around. You did checkmate me a couple of times, so it's not that big of a deal, but it was really interesting. Thanks for the match. Okay, so we've got King Gambit, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Water Ogerpon, Iron Hands, and Landorus. So Landorus is all over the place, and so is Iron Hands. So I have to kind of expect those two to be in almost every team. And while I have my numbers for Landorus, it's Iron Hands that I don't necessarily have just yet. But in this little thing here, I think Tornadus, Urshifu, Fluttermane, and I guess we could go Chien Pao. Chien Pao would do really well, taking out not only King Gambit, but Fluttermane also did fairly well against like the Water Ogerpon. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Yeah, let's give that a shot. We'll leave Ogerpon and Golden Go in the back. We're leaving those two behind because of Terra options. One, I have to make dedicated to fire, which they do their Ogerpon. It's a bad type matchup. And if it's Golden Go, they do have Fluttermane that can be able to take it out as well. So I don't really want to allow them to take in that easy KO. Even though Golden Go can survive quite a bit, I kind of want to leave them with less options. Okay, looks like time ran out there, so I think their top 4 is going to be what's going to be thrown in. So it's like King Gambit, Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, and Water Ogerpon. That's going to be fun. That's if, right? I don't know if that's exactly what happened. They could have picked everything before time ran out, but we'll see. Iron Hands, Chi-Yu. Okay, for this, we're going to have to worry about Fake Out first. So we're going to Tailwind, and I'm going to Protect. Doing that first so that I don't have to worry about Fake Out hitting me, and I don't have to take any damage the first turn. So we'll do that. Chi-Yu is most likely a Fake Out to switch into Water Ogerpon, so Water Absorb goes in. And if that's the case, good on you, but I've seen this trick once or twice already. And I've fallen for it almost every time. But we'll see. Maybe next time after this turn, it'll work. But we'll see. Urshifu's going to Protect. Fake Out goes to Urshifu, who protected. That's probably why you didn't switch in. And I'm going to then Tailwind, so I go faster. And you are going to Heat Wave, doing little damage to maybe Tornadus. What he doesn't know is that I have Rain Dance, so that's not going to do a whole lot next turn. And I'm going to do a lot. Actually, we're not going to Terra. I'm afraid of the Iron Hands right now. Terra here, Rain Dance, close combat to Chi-Yu, thinking that it's going to be switching into Water Ogerpon. There's the switch. Here comes the water ogre pond. Oh, I'm good. I knew it. Here comes the Terra because I'm hoping that the wild charge will go into that slot. Or maybe a physical move or whatever. I don't know why you wouldn't want to click that slot to do anything. But we'll see what happens. Tailwind is active, so I'm going to get my moves off first. Starts to rain. Here comes close combat right into that ogre pond. She does not get the KO because I'm not choice banded. But that's totally fine. Let's see where Thunder Punch goes right into the Urshifu. Which I have to just let it go because it's -1 defenses. I can't do anything about that. But we will walk in with Fluttermane. And we'll go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm, and I'm going to Moonblast right into Iron Hands. I was probably going to swap out here because that's what I would do, thinking that I'm going to have 2 spread moves going back to back. Right now, Bleak Wind is 100%. That's going to hit the Iron Hands for a lot, and then Fluttermane's going to just take it off the table. Spiky Shield gets activated by the Ogre Pond, which is totally fine. But the Iron Hands, though, is going to be taking a lot of damage here. It's most likely going to get knocked out. Maybe. I mean, that could be enough. But no, not enough. But I do drop its special attack. Thunder Punch goes right over to the Tornadoes, and it is going to knock it out then. Dang it. I thought it was enough. Maybe it's not enough because Fluttermane's special attack isn't capped. It's not 252. Maybe that's something I'll have to look into. Because it should be able to knock it out with no problem. But I'm going to Sucker Punch the Ogre Pawn, and I'm going to Moonblast the Iron Hands. Sucker Punch would fail if they swap out, which would be something that I would do immediately to bring back Chi-Yu, but at the same time, I don't know if that's going to really make a difference. Right now, I'm at a bottom, like the bottom hill of this battle. The switch into the switch in from the Iron Hands, which is totally fine. I think that's Chi-Yu. Yep. No, it's King Gambit. Okay. Sucker Punch goes right into the Ogre Pond, does knock it out. And here comes the Moonblast. Doesn't... Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. It's not 100% what I would have liked, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Here comes Iron Hands. Fake Out's going to come out first, but it can't trigger... It can't attack the Fluttermane. Can't. So Sucker Punch the King Gambit, and I'm going to Moonblast into the Iron Hands. Saw that. Sucker Punch into the Fluttermane. Does get the KO! I thought you survived that, Fluttermane. I guess not. I guess not. Oh, where'd my Terra go? Oh, right. It went into Tornadoes. That's right. Absolutely right. The Protect should have been warranted first. The Protect should have done last turn, because I knew, but I thought I was gonna. Oh, it's gonna Terra. Like this doesn't really matter. Didn't think about it. All right. Sucker Punch. Quite a bit of damage. Tickle Torque. Knocks out that Pokemon. But I get Drain Punched by the Iron Hands. So it doesn't really matter. Bop. Protect should have happened so that Fake Out didn't do anything to the Flutter Mane, but I don't think it would have really mattered, to be honest. I think Flutter Mane would have been taken out anyway, so not a bad match. Definitely misplayed a couple times, but you even learn. Oh, well, this is a Trick Room team if I have never seen one before. Oh boy, what am I supposed to do with this? Okay, so I don't have Throat Chop on Chin Pao, so I can't calc or even rely on the calcs that I had. I need to get Throat Chop on there. I love Sucker Punch, but it's just not, it's not like a physical attacking move that it gets stopped by priority. People like Fergaraf on that team. It's really hard. What can I do? What can I do? Let's go in with Ogerpon, Golden Go. These are the two slowest Pokemon in my team. We'll start off with them, then we'll move on to Urshifu and Flutter Mane and hope for the best. Urshifu and Chin Pao tie with speeds at 163. Flutter Mane stops at 170, and Tornadus is 179. Holy cow, that's a lot of Snorlaxes. That is a dope picture. All right, Grimmsnarl, Cresselia versus Golden Go and Ogerpon. Mold Breaker goes up. Levitate doesn't hurt Cresselia. Or, sorry, Stomping Tantrum doesn't hurt Cresselia because of Levitate. So we're gonna go straight there. Well, let's go here and let's go there. Night Spring goes up. Ivy Cudgel goes right into Grimmsnarl. Takes about half, not bad. Shadow Ball goes right into Cresselia. Even if it's so special, doesn't do that much. Trick Room is activated. Twisted Dimensions. Spiky Shield on the Ogerpon, although I don't really have anything to fear, I don't think. And then we'll go ahead and just Nasty Plot. I don't want to get hit by anything, but here comes the Reflect, which is totally fine. That's a Light Clay. And Lunar Blessing. You're already using one of your 8 moves for this? Interesting. +2. Are you gonna go into what I think you are? So let's try this and hope for the best. Parting Shot. You are. Okay. Okay, let's see let's see what happens now. You drop Ogerpon's attacks by 1 stage. Here comes Ursaluna. Yep. Moonblast. The Golden Goat doesn't do anything. Make it rain. Down goes Cresselia, because I'm +2 in all the might in the world. And here comes the Wood Hammer that's going to take out the Ursaluna. Bop. And this is kind of why I don't have Team B done, because it's clearly obvious what you're trying to run. Clearly obvious. And I hate it, because I really want to do Trick Room. This is clearly the reason why I don't run a Trick Room team. We got Mijor Moltres and Grimmsnarl, who came out again. Now, Moltres is flying, so Stomping Tantrum ain't gonna work anything there. They have 2 more turns of Trick Room. Ivy Cudgel, the Moltres, and maybe Nasty Plot? Dark does hurt Ghost. We will Terra Dragon, and we will make it rain. I don't think Grimmsnarl has anything here. I honestly don't think so. But I am part Ghost, and Dark attacks hurt Ghost types. Spirit Break? Oh, you got lucky. You got so freaking lucky. Spirit, yeah, I'm neutral. Nasty Plot happens on the Moltres. Make it rain. Does not KO the Grimmsnarl, but I will do a lot of damage to this Moltres. Or not. I won't do any damage to this Moltres. I love that for me. So with Nasty Plot in play, we're going to go ahead and just double protect now, because this is last turn of Trick Room, and they can't set it up. Parting Shot doesn't do anything because you can't use it anymore, and you've already used your screens. So Grimmsnarl is locked into Spirit Break, and can only hope that I don't do anything else. But Moltres is a completely different story. Moltres has to rely on its Berserk ability, and hopefully doesn't get KO'd in the next 2 hits, preferably. So here comes the Air Slash, which is going to go right into the Ogerpon. So I have to be very, very careful now. As both my protects are done, Trick Room is over, so I do get the added effects of me going first. So now, we can Ivy Cudgel the Grimmsnarl. And I can Nasty Plot on the Golden Ghost safely. Who do you have in the back? You don't have anyone in the back. You shouldn't be able to do that. I mean, it doesn't matter, but you shouldn't be able to do that. The -2 isn't bad, but I'm gonna let you Air Slash into the Ogerpon, and I'm going to let you... Oh, you're gonna rest. Oh, you got a Lumberry. Oh. I don't know how I feel about that. Chestoberry. I mean, it's still the same thing. Again, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's not a bad idea, for sure, right? I don't think it's a bad idea at all. I just don't know if I agree to it. No, I can't swap in. If it's Air Slash into that slot, I don't think... I'm just going to let Ogerpon take the damage. I have to. Let's go Spiky Shield. And... Let's make it rain, see what happens. Spiky Shield. Make it rain, I'm +2. Not enough, but it doesn't proc Berserk, which is what I wanted to avoid. Fiery Wrath doesn't do anything to the Ogerpon. This is a dark type move. It's not air or flying. Now Golden Go faints, but it's kind of game over for them now. Because Ogerpon has pretty much done his job. He held out this far. Fluttermane can now come out, which is 170. I outspeed the Moltres, and I can literally do nothing. An Ivy Cudgel and Moonblast. They're gonna Terra. Okay. Change the Terra on, or change the typing on Moltres to Poison. Okay. Alright. So you now negate Fairy. but isn't enough to withstand. Does proc Reserve. Fire Wrath. Dark type move. Does knock out the Ogerpon. Does not knock out the wow. It does not knock out Fluttermane. I'm so absent-minded today, guys. I apologize. Okay, so in this instance, we just click this, and I'm stuck into this. Yeah. Moonblast does enough. Does enough for the KO. Now, I could have, like, second-guessed it and been like, oh, well, I'm just going to Stomping Tantrum because it could Terra. I forgot that they didn't Terra. But a lot of people like going Poison. It's a typing that doesn't really have a lot of weaknesses unless you use Landorus. If they physically can see you using Landorus, not a lot of people will Terra Poison until Landorus is off the field to where you can safely do Terra Poison. But until then, you're just kind of sitting there kind of like, I don't know what to do. So I get it at the end of the day, but it is what it is. That was a good match though. I did appreciate it. I learned a lot as well. And that, Pokefans, is going to conclude today's video. I'm hoping that you've enjoyed the show thus far. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put those in the comments down below. As it is the end of the video, we're just going to go ahead and do the YouTubey things and then roll out and have a good day from here. So first of all, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, and you can always leave a comment down below. I do appreciate it when you do. It helps me interact with you a little bit more. If you don't want to do like the social media things, which is like follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, or if you guys don't want to join up on the Discord, you might have way too many on your screen, and that's totally fine. I completely understand. Now, in the event that you want to help out the channel grow and you're a returning viewer of mine, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and you can click the notifications on the right to be notified when I release Pokemon content. For now, I'm going to be releasing every single day in the month of November, even on the holidays, so you guys will have more than enough matches to watch for this month. And with that said, I just want to thank you guys for watching one more time, and I do reply to any and all comments down below. I forgot to mention that before, but I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for everything, and can't wait for the regional in January. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Be playing with my friends and hopefully learning quite a bit like I did last year. So that's it for me. Happy Wednesday, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Till then, have a good one. Peace.